On June 13th, Kazi the Creeper uploaded a video to YouTube. It was a world record speedrun. The category? 1.21 SSG. It was a sub 4, the first one. Although this world record was for 1.21, most people dismissed it, as 1.16 was the much faster modern version, with a 132 by Loki. Kazi spent 40 seconds running to a village, and 1 minute boating to the stronghold. It beat 1.16. The first run by Kazi was played well, and it showed how another seed is needed. And then, they got it. Insla got a 251 run, which wasn't even that optimal. In the description saying it was a mediocre run and his sub 240 was possible. Ensla mines 2 logs and drops down and loots a ruined portal. Ensla spawns next to a pair of structures and loots the bastion for pearls and iron tools. Ensla gets the pearls, which might seem quite rare, but in reality, a perk of 1.21 is the loot is not randomly generated. The loot seed is same as the world seed, so you get the same loot every time. Ensla needs to kill 2 blazes at the spawner. This takes a bit because Ensla gets sniped twice. After going back to the overworld, Ensla runs through a trial chamber to get beds and then pearl clips into the stronghold. Ensla loses a second to and then the dragon purchased quickly and Ensla 4 beds. The next world record was by Kazi and it was more optimal. Although in the description, Kazi said that Narfi had the world record before this, but I cannot find this run, and it doesn't show up on the playlist that I used. I'll be comparing Kazi splits to Ensla. Kazi spawns in and enters 4 seconds behind Ensla. Kazi plays the bastion better and leaves 6 seconds faster. Kazi gets some inspirational stray blazes and is in the trial chamber 17 seconds faster. Kazi enters the end 21 seconds faster but gets a worse perch, resulting in a time of 2:34. Ensla then takes the record back. The runs are pretty similar pace, but Ensla enters the end 1 second behind. But then, Ensla gets a great perch, getting the world record. And the next run is by Unsortirtes, and this is starting to get really polished. Unsortirtes enters the end 3 seconds ahead of Ensla, and then gets the perch. Then he breaks the record again, at the same pace entering the trial chamber, but he enters 1 second faster and gets the same perch, resulting in a 1 second world record. Unsortirtes got another world record, saving a bit of time by hitting the blazes outside of the spawner in the direction that he needs to beat a pearl. This results in him entering the trial chamber 7 seconds faster. He enters the end 6 seconds faster and then gets the perch. This run is huge because now runners are 55 seconds away from the 1.16 record, but there cannot be another minute of time save on the seed, so they needed a new one. And they got a new one. Kazi gets the first world record on the new seed. Kazi spawns in a savannah and runs toward the ruined portal, picking up a block on the way. Kazi then loots a ruined portal chest, entering the nether 5 seconds faster because they didn't collect any wood. Instead of making tools, Kazi gets a gold axe from a bastion chest, and then mines the chest for obsidian, iron, and a looting sword. Kazi actually leaves the bastion slower. Kazi is 10 seconds ahead, entering the end because they didn't have to run through a trial chamber. And then Kazi saves the rest of the time in the end fight. If you didn't know what just happened, the minecarts together made a lot of server-side velocity, which is transferred into this arrow. If you don't understand it, well, neither do I, so we are in the same boat. But then, Kazi had a much more optimal run. But one issue. In the description, Kazi credits Sammy G for the previous world record, but similar to Narfi, I cannot find this video, and it's not in the playlist, so that run will not be included. Back to Kazi. Kazi saves a bit of time in the overworld, not mining dirt, and he hits a nice jump instead. Kazi saves time in the bastion due to more favorable piglin AI. Then he saves a lot of time in the fortress with better strays. He's a clutch endgame for the sub 2. Kazi has done it. We are less than 30 seconds away from the world record, but now this seed's pretty optimized too. We've run into the same problem as before, but now we have another new seed. And the first world record was done by our friend Kazu the Creeper. Kazi spawns in and loots the ruined portal and uses the boat to skip the nether animation. Kazi does the same trading, and then he uses the minecart speed to launch a pearl. Kazi then kills the stray blaze and goes to coordinates, where he kills the dragon with one arrow. Then Ensla crushed the record. Ensla has more optimal crafting and killing the blazes, leading to Ensla already having a 7-second lead. Then Ensla uses that 7 seconds to break the record. And this category is starting to get dangerously close to breaking the run. Wait, now the run's at 129? Yes, Kedding got a 129. Well, who broke the next world record? Oh, alright then. Kedding spawns in and saves all the time in the overworld and the bastion. And because of this, he breaks this chest 3 seconds faster than Ensla, and he carries all that time saved to the end. But wait, why don't runners throw a pearl here? Well, it's because they actually need it at the end. Well, alright, that looks like a lot of time saved. So that's what Kenan does in the new world record. There's a considerable amount of time loss, but that one pearl makes up for it. But now, the world record is in reach. Kenan spawns in and does a good overworld. He manhandles this brute, and then routs the rest of the bastion with a pearl launcher. Kenan gets an instant stray blaze, and wait, this run's actually on great pace. In the wake of this run, Kenan broke the record again, showing this category is nowhere near stopping. In fact, this record has been broken twice while writing this video, and 3 more times while editing by someone I haven't even mentioned yet. If you enjoyed this video, then good for you, I guess, and have a great day.